Hi guys, now we're going to discuss questions from preliminary chapter of last how many attempts? Last 5 years from 2019. 12 questions. Question number 1. Follow guys. New Private Limited is a company registered under the Companies Act with a paid up capital of 70 lakhs and turnover of 30 crores. Explain the meaning of small company and accordance with the provisions. What is small company? With questions, let's revise the provisions. Paid up share capital is 4 crores, turnover 40 crores. Any one it should not cross. Here what is the company's paid up share capital? 70 lakhs less than 4 crores. Turnover is 30 crores less than 40 crores. Therefore is it a small company? Yes. So you write the limit of small company when you are writing the answer. Whether new private will start small company status? Yes. What will be your answer if the turnover of the company is 15 crores and the capital is 70 lakhs? The answer will still be the same. Answer was different when this question was made before the amendment. Look how many times it came, sir. Easy question, no sir. Because of so many amendments, every year they kept asking. And after it became 4 and 40, they are yet to test. So 2025 exams, maybe if you are lucky, you did some punyam that batch now, you will get it. Okay. Now, same answer guys. I'm not going to waste time by reading the provision. Same thing, 40 crores and 4 crores. And most students will write such higher amount as may be prescribed. Write that amount because it's there. 10 crores and 100 crores. But while comparing, don't compare with 10 and 100. Compare with 4 and 40. That's it. Next question. Are you following guys? Okay. Next. Similar question. Oh? Why it's pen? E on it. Come on, chase it guys. Get up, go for it. Go for it fast. Second, Kavya has a paid up share capital of 80 crores. Anjali has a total 50 crores. Okay. Now Kavya is making huge profits and wants to expand its business and is aiming at investing in Anjali. Kavya has approached you to analyze whether as part of the provisions of Companies Act they can hold 1/10 of the capital of Anjali. Let's try to understand the structure over here. So if I take Kavya, their share capital is Anjali holds a total of 50 crores in Kavya. So Anjali adu potrukanga. Amjali, okay. Nam Anjaliya maathirlam. Anjali has 50 crores. That means assuming here paid up share capital represents voting power. Assuming one share is one vote. Anjali in Kavya has 50 out of 80, which is what is the percentage? 50 divided by 80%. Perfect. 62.5% is there. Correct? That means Anjali is already the holding of Kavya. Is this established guys? That means while writing answer, you need to write the definition of holding subsidiary company. And you can't write in exam, there is 62.5%, therefore Anjali is holding of Kavya. You need to explain what is holding and subsidiary and then connect its holding subsidiary. Next, Kavya has approached you to analyze whether as part of provisions they can hold 1/10 of Anjali. Now Kavya wants to reverse hold. Now this is a case where subsidiary wants to hold shares in holding. Is it allowed guys? No. Section number 19 says subsidiary cannot have shares in holding company. There are 3 exceptions. Already had the shares before holding. Trustee, legal representative. That means if this question comes in exam, you need to write 2 provisions. You need to write the provision of holding subsidiary concept, controlling more than half of total voting power or controlling the composition of board of directors. That and section 19 of fully I have to write, and I have to write the 3 exceptions. And I have to say Kavya cannot have shares in Anjali because it does not fall in those 3 exceptions. You can have 1/10 if you fall in the exception. Are you following? You can have even 50%. Legal representative can have any percentage. Correct? That's the exception, no? So look at the answer. I'm not reading, but I'm just telling you the flow. Anyway, all of you watching will be having the PDF of this. PDF is freely available, guys. Okay. So look at this. Controls composition of or more than half of total voting power. They have explained holding subsidiary. And this is another way to write. This is another beautiful way to write. Okay. In this question, if you see guys, this is another way of presentation, not many people get it. In this question, they are testing two concepts. In provision, they are testing what is, and they are testing section 19. What most of them will do, including myself, we will write holding subsidiary provision, we will write section 19 provision, then we will write the analysis for both together. Correct? Look what they have done here. First they are writing provision of holding subsidiary, and then they are writing analysis for that. It is a holding. Then they are writing provision of section 19, and then they are writing analysis for this. That means that they are following here provision, analysis, provision, analysis, conclusion. This and all I can't teach as a general video. Based on case it will change. I have seen the exact same format in All India Rank 1's paper. I have seen that. Not everybody follows, but I have seen that too. All India Rank 1 didn't use this for all questions. Where there are a question with two analysis and two provisions, you can try this out. Are you following, guys? So look at this. So here provided that, and then since Kavya is holding, okay, it is a holding company. Then come down here. Further, as per the provisions of section 19, they are talking about this provision and the three exceptions: legal representative, trustee, and already holding. And then they are writing, in the given case, Kavya cannot acquire the shares of Anjali as the acquisition doesn't fall within the exceptions. Are you following, guys? Now this workout book is not simply copy pasting. We have worked on the format of the answer also. Are you getting it, guys? Are you understanding? Which one do you prefer now? Provision analysis, provision analysis, provision analysis? For this question, this is better. So that means you have to be smart. Which question I have to use one? That comes only because when you practice all these questions. Are you getting it? Next, question number 3. You might be thinking preliminary chapter only. No, sir. I know the questions. If you know the same thing, you will get same result, guys. You should know how to write. Okay. Is there some value addition in the first two questions itself? That's it. Then imagine 400 questions. What will be the value addition? Next, paid up share capital of Alter Private Limited is 1 crore. Consisting of, so 1 crore, they have 8 lakh equity shares and 2 lakhs cumulative preference shares of 10 each, fully paid up. This is which company? Alter. New Private Limited and Ultra Private Limited are holding 3 lakh shares and 50,000 shares respectively in Alter. I am writing along with the question so that we will save time. Ideally, you read the full question. Second time reading, you will do analysis. I am just saving time and doing it together. So in Alter, look at this. New Private Limited and Ultra. So New and Ultra are having 3 lakhs and 50,000. So New has in this how much, guys? 3 lakhs. Ultra has in this how many? What shares, sir? Equity shares. New Private Limited and Ultra Private Limited are subsidiaries of. So these two are subsidiaries of PQR. இப்படி போட வேண்டிய diagram, I am putting it vertically, horizontally, guys. Just connect or you turn the screen, those who are watching online. Fine. With reference to provisions of Companies Act, examine whether Alter Private Limited is a subsidiary of. They are asking if Alter is a subsidiary of PQR. This question is like, what to say? I got tired of this. They have been asking so many times. In May 18, they stopped asking. They asked this so many times in CA Foundation. So quickly, let me do it. Alter Limited, do I consider preference for voting power? No. So in equity, which is 8 lakhs, how much is New and Ultra having together? 3 lakh plus 50, which is 3 lakh 50. And New and Ultra are owned by whom? That means PQR is indirectly controlling in Alter. How much percentage, guys? Less than 50%, which is 43% approximately, 43.7. That means, can I say PQR is holding of Alter? No, because indirectly or directly you are not able to control more than half. More than half, 50%. Would your answer be different? 8 out of 10 times it should be different. examiner adhe kekka poram, he will not ask same thing, but sometimes they will play with us. Would your answer be different? Now you should tell no. Okay, if PQR Limited has 8 out of 9 directors in the board of Alter, PQR in Alter directly they have 8 out of 9, that means they can control the composition of board of directors. Are you following, guys? So in first case no, second case it is. Are you all understanding? Anybody has a doubt? Hello? For this provision analysis no, irukkarde one provision na, holding subsidiary. So I will write about the, look at this, look at the answer. Full provision explaining controls the composition or more than half of total voting power, and come down explanation, all that analysis, one shot I will finish. Analysis will have two parts, case 1, case 2. Correct? Are you following, guys? Why case 1, case 2? Case 1 is that control is only 44% or something, case 2 will be 8 out of 9. Provision also will be like that only, composition one half. Are you following, guys? So if you look at the analysis, you just read this with me and tell, are they using technical words? In the present case, new private and ultra private together hold less than one half of total share capital, that is less than one half of total voting power. In fact, they didn't even compute 44%. It's better you compute. Hence, PQR Limited holding of new private and ultra limited will not be holding company of Alter. However, case 2, if PQR has 8 out of 9 directors on the board of other company, then it will become a holding company. Is there any technical terms here except more than half, like that? Basic simple English, that's all that they matter. In this paragraph, if you are going to make grammatical mistakes, I can't do anything. For people who are struggling with that, there is one solution. For people who are struggling with grammar might take months. I can't take months to clear my inter. What is the hack for students who are struggling with grammar? Don't write in paragraph, write in points, case A, case B. The lesser you keep it as paragraph, grammar mistake chance is less. Are you following, guys? I can't talk in Hindi fully, but thoda thoda pani, like this I can talk. So keep it in points. Fine. Question number 4, amended question. They are saying following are some of the securities issued by different companies with related to each other. This fully is question, and then they're asking whether the aforesaid companies are considered as listed companies. Explain relationship between the above companies. First we will check if they are listed or not. I will call this as KIS, K Limited, I Limited, S Limited for our discussion. When you're writing in exam, you will write the full name, guys, however you want to pronounce. I am not taking that risk. Okay. Now, this K Limited has what securities? Listed non-convertible redeemable preference shares issued on private placement basis in terms of relevant SEBI regulations. If you remember when we studied in class, showing you the concept note, where is that basics which will come, guys? In preliminary chapter, page. Yeah. Here I would have given whichever book you are watching or using, it will be there in the book, guys. If it's not there in the book, now you are using the wrong book. That's it. Look at this. Following rule 2A, specification listed companies, provision says public companies which have not listed their equity shares on recognized stock exchange but listed these 3 which are listed also, still it's treated as an unlisted company. I told the concept in class. I am not getting the concept, but hack I told you. In class, if you see terms like in exam, non-convertible debt on private placement basis, non-convertible redeemable preference on private placement basis, or private companies are listed on non-convertible debt securities, I told take it as unlisted. I am not getting to logic over here. We spent 40 minutes on logic on this. Now come here. First one, non-convertible redeemable preference shares on private placement. Correct? Same wordings. Second point, non-convertible redeemable preference on private placement. We have given on bold also. Therefore, this will become an unlisted. Can you guess the other 2 options also? What it will end up? We'll see. Listed non-convertible debt securities on private placement. Come here. Listed non-convertible debt on private placement. Therefore, second also is unlisted. Are you able to follow, guys? Third, listed non-convertible debt securities issued on a private placement based on relevant SEBI regulation. Again, same. What is it? That means all the three are unlisted. Provision ku you have to write this. Sir, how do I mug up these terms? Adan question le he gave clue no. If you don't remember the exact terms, question is giving you the answer. Okay, that you can use the same wordings. Non-redeemable, unlisted, unlisted. So first question, are they unlisted? Let's go see the answer. He wrote the full paragraph, exactly what we have in our book. And then coming to the conclusion. Where is it? Yeah. So conclusion, shall not be considered listed, shall not be considered as a listed, shall not be considered as listed. Are you following? So here also they have used the concept of provision and then analysis for each of the companies. Are you following, guys? Second question is what? Relationship between these companies. What relationship company will have? Holding subsidiary. Not what you are thinking. KINS. Regarding the percentage of holding, they have given in the second column remarks. All I have to do is draw the diagram. That's it. I have to draw the diagram. Whenever they ask relationship between companies, you have to draw the diagram. So K Limited has the power to appoint 2/3 of directors in I. So K in I, they are appointing 2/3 of directors. That means it becomes what? Holding. Because you are controlling composition of board of directors. Second, I is holding 60% in S. Correct? Shajakta is S. So I has in S Limited 60%. I hope it's visible what I'm writing, guys. Okay. Third one, this company S company holds, look at the third, 52% of shares in Pratibodh. புதுசா ஒருத்தன் வந்திருக்கான். P Limited. I have 52% in P Limited S as an investment on behalf of another company in capacity of trustee. That means you will not consider this for voting power. Correct? So P Limited 52% in P. S Limited has 52% in P Limited. Now what is the relationship? K is holding of I is holding of S. Can I say S is holding of P? This one as trustee, when you are holding, you will not have that voting power. Are you following, guys? That's it. You will establish this in the answer. Go through the answer later. This is question number 4. They have explained all the relationships, guys. See, look at the last one. Holding in fiduciary, that last case, and the Prabhajot or the last one, P Limited, shall not be counted for the purpose of determining holding subsidiary. You remember, guys, exceptions we will not take for voting power. Are you all actually following this? Hello? See, only if you understand, if you react. Otherwise, it's like me talking to camera. Are you all following, guys? Yes, can you be loud enough so people will hear you? Yes, superb. Okay. Question number 5. Where is it? Yeah. See, they have written such a big answer in the PDF, but you can of course shorten it. Don't get scared. Ayo sir, ivula eldunuma sir. No. They wrote what they did for both the cases. They wrote the full provision. Okay. And this much detailed explanation is not required. In this question also, this KI Indrajit whatever question, 2 provisions. Write definition of holding and subsidiary and the 3 listed unlisted points. That's it. You can keep it simple, guys. Okay. Next. Geeta is a startup company. Prabodh has been appointed as an accounts manager of Geeta Private Limited. The board meeting for approval of accounts is to be held on 1/8/2022. Board meeting. Okay. Not AGM. and he has to prepare financial statements for approval of board under section 240. Why is the question using section when it's not mandatory? Correct? Just to create stress. But we will not get it. Why? You know, 2 subsection 40. Advise Prabodh about the statements that are required to be prepared. So they are basically testing the definition 2 subsection. 2 subsection 40 says financial statements includes P&L, balance sheet, cash flow statement, statement of changes, notes. But here there is one exception. What is that? For cash flow statement, 4 companies need not prepare. Who are they? Small company, 1-person company, dormant company, startup. We discussed. These are all just upcoming companies, small companies. So they are giving one relaxation. So therefore, Gita is what company? Startup. And who advised? Advised Prabodh. What you should tell him? You prepare P&L, balance sheet, notes, statement of change in equity, but don't need to prepare cash flow statement. That's it. Look how they are given. Balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, statement of change in equity. If applicable, an explanatory note. Then first they wrote what is 2 subsection 40. Then come down. As per the provisions, the FS with respect to 1-person company, small, dormant and private company, if such is a number director we wrote as startup, may not include cash flow. It's not mandatory to exempt. If you want, I can prepare cash flow. My investor is asking, I will prepare the cash flow. In the instant case, Prabodh has to prepare the above FS except cash flow, since Gita is a startup private company. Don't define what is startup. Question le kurtuna, it's a startup. Are you following, guys? Easy. These are all untested questions. It came in RTP November 22. Yet to appear in exam. It's waiting. Which exam I will come and sit. Next question. Question 6. Similar question. Unlisted public company having 5 directors. Hasprath Limited includes 2 independent directors. So H Limited, Hasprath has 5 directors. Out of that, 2 are independent directors. Sankul Limited is a subsidiary of Hasprath. So there is a subsidiary called Sankul Limited, actively carrying on its business, having paid up capital of 1.5 crores and 40 members and turnover of 18 crores respectively. And the said company is not a startup. Okay, they are given some basis. Let's again write this neatly. What is the diagram? H is holding of S Limited. H has 5 directors and 2 independent directors. Who is having paid up share capital 1.5? S. Subsidiary has paid up share capital of 1.5 crores and 40 members and turnover of 18 crores turnover. Paid up share capital 1.5 and lastly 40 members. These are facts. Whenever facts comes, you don't write like this in question paper, but summarize in your head. Okay. Now what is the question? Whether Sankul Limited is mandatorily required to prepare cash flow statement for the financial year as part of its FS. Sankul is a subsidiary. Should they prepare cash flow statement? Yes. Exemption is not there when you are a subsidiary, all of that. So you have to prepare cash flow statement. Next. Provide your answer by analyzing Sankul Limited into following 4 categories of companies. They are asking you to assume if Sankul is 1-person, small, dormant, private. Can Sankul be 1-person company? No, they have how many members? 40 members. He is giving hypothetical scenarios. Look at the answer. They are giving the same provision like above. And then first case, they are saying, look at this. 1-person company. It is given company is having 40 members. Therefore, it is not a 1-person company. Are you following, guys? Second, can I call it as a small company? Limit is what? 4 crores? 40 crores. Limit met, no sir. Can I call it small company? How many of you small company? Yes. Limit met. Nobody. Small company. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, paid up share capital is 1.5 crores. We need 4 crores. Turnover is 18 crores. We need 40. It's less than the limit. How many of you small company? Yes, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 50% of the class. Recording those who are watching, put your hand up. Keep it up, guys. Small company. Let's go see the definition. Okay, for you to see that. Okay. Small company, where is that? Now, look at this. Small company limit is met, but provision of small company are not applicable to Section 8 company, holding or subsidiary company, and to any company or body corporate incorporated by a. That means a Section 8 company, a holding company, subsidiary company, and special act statutory company. You cannot call them as a small company. You focused on the limit. They asked the provision. Proviso. Gone. Small company, logic using. Logic is it can't be subsidiary of holding of somebody else. Are you following, guys? Preliminary chapter only is like this. Now, how will other chapters be, sir? Okay. So, small company answer. Not possible because it's a subsidiary. Can it be a dormant company? No. Dormant company should not have any active business. They have turnover of 18 crores dormant. We are only dormant if you believe that. So, it is not a dormant company. Can it be a private company? Yes. So, in private companies, startup means yes. Turnover should not cross for startup how much? 100 crores is the limit if you remember. So, 1% not possible. Small company not possible. Dormant not possible. Private company which is a startup. Now, come back to the question. Is it a private company? Is it a private, guys? Yes or no? As per the definition, yes. Because private company startup, turnover should be less than 100 crores and company should be in the first 10 years of incorporation. This meets, therefore it's a startup. Therefore cash flow exempted. No. Who's the holding? H and then subsidiary is S. If you see, holding is a public company. So, Sankul will become a deemed public company. So, deemed public company. A deemed public company. That means cash flow is mandatory. Are you following, guys? Therefore, private company are no. That means Sankul cannot be OPC, cannot be small, cannot be dormant, cannot be private. What is it? Public company. That is the fourth one. Look at this beautiful point. It is not a startup. As per limit, yes. Because turnover is only 18. Up to 100 crores I can have. A company which is subsidiary of a company not being a private shall be deemed a public company. Gone. 4 mark question. 4 points. Yellame gali, sir. Small company I made mistake. Private company I made a mistake. 1% okay. Tapitchna. Dormant company okay. So 2 out of 4 no. 1 out of 4 you will get. Okay. Fine. Are you understanding, guys? You can mark this question as important. Nice question, guys. Whoever drafted did it well. Recent question. RTP May 2023. Yet to feature in the exam. It's waiting. எப்போ வந்து உங்களை சாவடிக்கலாம் வெயிட் பண்ணு. Okay. Fine. Next. Let's proceed, guys. We'll finish off the questions. Are you all with me, guys? Guys, preliminary easy or no? Easy. It should become easy. Fine. Mother Teresa is a company registered in New York, USA. Motherலாம் இல்லை, guys. சும்மா ஆட் பண்ண. The company has no place of business established in India, but it is doing online business through data interchange in India. Explain whether it's a foreign company. Yes, we saw definition of foreign company. What is definition of foreign company? Foreign company means a company which has place of business in India. Yeah, whether by itself or through physical or electronic mode. When I do foreign company for you, let me just show now itself. Foreign company is which page, guys? In our material. I'll show you one more keyword. In foreign company, those who studied will know, but that keyword is very important. One. Okay. So in foreign company you will know that word electronic is there, no? Electronic mode includes what? Those who know foreign company will know the word data interchange, digital supply, then electronic data interchange, one word will be there. Telecommunication. So the word is data exchange or data interchange. Now come to our question. Here also they are using what word? Data interchange. So data interchange, now it becomes automatically foreign electronic mode, therefore foreign company. So answer is yes. November 18 it came. Before foreign company was there in syllabus. Okay. Next question number 8. The information extracted from audited FS of Resolution Limited is as follows. Paid up share capital is 50 lakhs divided into 5 lakh shares carrying voting rights of 10 each. There is no change in paid up share capital thereafter. Turnover is 2 crores. So turnover is 2 crores. Paid up share capital is 50 lakhs. It's a private limited company. Okay. It is further understood that Yellow Private Limited, which is a public company holding, no, it is understood that Yellow Private Limited, which is a public limited company holding 2 lakh equity shares, fully made up of Resolution Private Limited. Resolution Private Limited has filed its financial statement for the year with the ROC, excluding cash flow statement with the prescribed timeline during 23-24. ROC issued a notice to Resolution Private Limited. It has failed to file cash flow statement. That means we have to try to draw the diagram here. Okay, understood. Okay, now let's draw what they have given. We have Resolution RP Limited. In RP Limited, it is further understood that Yellow Private Limited, which is a public limited company, is having 2 lakh shares in Resolution. Company's name is Yellow Private Limited, but it is a not holding company. In nature, it is a public. So basically, they are confusing you to the maximum extent possible. Company's name has private, but it is a public. Are you following, guys? It's like, sir, in Google phone, you have privacy, but you don't have privacy. In fact, yesterday, last night, I actually got scared. I used ChatGPT a lot. So last night at around, I slept at 1:30 a.m. I was just writing down, I need some motivational content for YouTube or some activities to do in class, all of that. So I asked ChatGPT a lot of questions. Okay. Saying that, okay, can you give me some motivational content examples? It said, talk about Albert Einstein, talk about Michael Jordan, some examples, case study. Then third point, it's saying, talk about the CA student who attended class with me. With them, I put one podcast on YouTube. Talk about that student. And the video content, it's summarized and give. Now, I was thinking some inspirational stories also. That video I posted on my YouTube 15 days back. It was an interview with one student called CA final student called Rishmita. The third point was talk about CA Rishmita. Then the fourth point was talk about the 60-year-old CA. There is one 60-year-old person who passed Group 1 Inter. I did podcast with both of them. One is posted, one I am yet to post. It is saying talk about both these people. At the gate, 15 days I got scared. I freaked out for a second. At least that Rishmita video I posted on YouTube. So maybe ChatGPT is going to my YouTube account and getting data from there now. Okay. Second one, I know podave illa video. It upload panla. It is on my phone. I didn't even upload. Then I got scared and then I asked ChatGPT, please tell me how did you know about these two people? It said, last month you asked me to ask questions for the podcast. So from that I remembered and asked. I said, Nalavala. So last month I asked for the podcast of these people, I want questions. So I took questions from that. Because of that I connected and sonna. Ayo, sorry. Then I decided I will never fight with ChatGPT, never abuse ChatGPT, because future the robot on this chair. Polite, I'm going to treat it very well. Okay. Like one baby or whatever. Namada baby or okay. Fine. Okay, come back here. This question, we deviated from the important question, guys. Yellow Private Limited. The name has private, but it is a public company. RP Resolution Private Limited, I'm assuming it's a private company. Okay. And this company did not file what? Cash flow statement. Are you getting the question, guys? Now in RP Private Limited, there is how many shares? 5 lakhs. Correct? Paid up share capital is 5 lakh shares. This Yellow Private Limited in RP has 2 lakhs. Correct? Correct? Now what is the percentage? 2 lakh by 5 lakh? 40%. So what most students will tell, this is not a holding company, therefore RP Private Limited can have the exemption of not filing cash flow statement. Let me again write this in detail. If I have a holding company and if I have a subsidiary is private, holding is public, Private Limited need not file cash flow statement because it is a private company, because it's a private company, guys. However, if it is a holding of a public, then this becomes deemed public company. But here is it holding? It is not a holding because you have only 40%. Now they have failed to file cash flow statement. Look at the answer. First they're talking and they're asking if it's a small company. They gave limit also. Is it a small company? No, because it's a small company. Yes, paid up share capital is 50 lakhs and turnover is, the limit is actually 4 crores and 40 crores. Therefore it will be a small company. Hence, look at this. It is not a subsidiary of, it is a private limited and not a deemed public company. It is also a small company. Therefore, cash flow statement can be filed, not exempted from filing cash flow statement. I think I'll again explain the question, guys. Mark this also as very, very important. Very nice question. Question number 8. MTP March 24. That means New Syllabus they have asked in MTP and October 23. July 21. October 23. Now again MTP. July 21 exam question. Beautiful question, guys. Let me explain this again. Here they are testing two concepts. They are testing what? Two concepts. What are the two concepts they are testing here? One, is it a subsidiary of a, is it a subsidiary of public company? Now, if it answer is no above, my company is a private company, no need to file cash flow statement. No need to file cash flow statement. Here, it is not a small company because limits are within the prescribed limits. It is not a subsidiary of public company because percentage is only, if any one is yes, then cash flow statement filing becomes mandatory. Since it is not a small company, it's within the limits. It is within the limits. Is it a subsidiary of public company? Answer is no. Therefore, it's a private company. No need to file cash flow statement. How many of you not following? Not following. I will again repeat. Follow, guys. We will draw this in detail. Totally fine. What is the company's name? Resolution Private Limited. Yellow Private Limited. That's only two, no? Okay. So, follow, guys. We have forget if you do not understand till now. Okay. Otherwise, if it's only recording, I will proceed. You didn't understand. This time you have to understand. Resolution Private Limited and Yellow Private Limited. Recording students, maybe read the question one more time. Okay. Resolution Private Limited is actually a private limited company. Yellow Private Limited is a public limited company. Question la enna kuduthirkan. I'm just briefing the facts for you. Resolution Private Limited company did not file cash flow statement. If the question is as it is, then I will tell they don't have to file cash flow statement because it's a private company. Turnover is only 2 crores up to 100 crores of private company turnover, they need not file. Because up to 100 crores, we will call it a startup if it also received DPIIT certificate. But question is not that. You understood till here? Facts of question understood. Now Yellow Private Limited in resolution totally has 5 lakh shares. Yellow Private Limited in that has, so Yellow has in resolution 40%. Imagine it has 60%. Then holding is public, subsidiary also will become deemed public. If it becomes a deemed public, then they have to file cash flow statement. But here they have, instead of 60, they have only. Therefore, even though there is 40%, it is not a subsidiary. Therefore, it is no more deemed public. It will not be a deemed public. It will still be counted as a private limited company only. But exemption is only for small company. Now, small company limit is 4 and 40. This company, it's only 50 lakhs and 2 crores. Therefore, it's within the limit of small company. Yes, therefore, it is a small company. It is not a subsidiary of Yellow Private Limited. Therefore, they don't have to file cash flow statement. Are you guys understanding? Easier. So, if I come here, now if you read the answer, how they have presented, first they are writing about small company definition. Then they are saying it is not a small company. In the question, then, yeah, correct. And then second, they are writing definition of financial statements. And then they are saying no need to file, exempted from filing cash flow statement. Are you guys understanding? Now, how many of you still not understanding? Are you understanding? No, really understanding or no, guys? Okay. Sure, pa. Next. Question 9. They are giving some details of turnover, etc. They are asking you to define. Oh, or is there, sir? Define small company. RTP May 24. We have to do both. Okay. Ram Private Limited is a holding company of Lakshman. Ram Lakshman RL. As per latest PNL, Ram is having a turnover of 1.80 crores and paid up share capital is 80 lakhs. Board wants to avail the status of small company. Company secretary advised the directors that the company cannot be categorized as a small company. Is it small company? Yes, it is a small company because paid up share capital up to 4 crores, turnover up to 40 crores is allowed. But the company secretary is saying company cannot be categorized as a small company. Can it be small company? Can it be a small company? Same question I'm repeating. How many of you, yes, it's a small company? How many of you know? Why no? Holding subsidiary. If you repeated the mistake again, same question we saw on top. You can't repeat the mistake because the limits that we are seeing is for which company? Lakshman. Sorry, Lakshman ildiruknu. Lakshman limits only is 1.8 and 80. That means Ram is the holding of Lakshman. The minute you become a subsidiary of another company, then no small company. Same question we saw above. Same mistake you made. If you are somebody who repeated the same mistake, then you have to be more careful. How many of you made a mistake that time, but this time you were correct? Good. Almost 80% of you. That's good. Yes. 8th question diagram you want to copy. This one. Is it copyable? Yes. Ending, I will keep this when I am ending the session. Recording students, pause. We are towards the end, guys. 9 is done. 10th question, small one. Appa, they gave a relief question. May 2022. ABC Private Limited has 2 wholly owned subsidiaries. A has wholly owned subsidiaries. D and E. Examine whether D Private Limited and E Private Limited will be treated as related party as per provisions of Companies Act. Yes. For me, both are subsidiaries. So this is called a sister concern. Co-subsidiary. Co-subsidiaries. It is a related party. Okay. Next. Question 11. Again he is back. November 22. Which question is this, sir? That நம்ம முன்னாடி அந்த இந்திரஜித் அப்பர்ஜித் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தோமே, இந்திரஜித் அப்பர்ஜித் சம்திங் ஐ மேட் அஸ் ஐ கேஐ, அது கிந்திரஜித் ஏதோ சம் கை. ஓகே, அந்த அதே கொஷின் தான். இந்திரஜித் பதிலா ஏபிசி, தென் அப்பர்ஜித் பதிலா சிஹெச்ஜி அண்ட் பிஆர்எஸ். அதே டேர்ம்ஸ், நான் கன்வெர்ட்டபிள் டெப்ட் ஆன் பிரைவேட் பிளேஸ்மெண்ட், நான் கன்வெர்ட்டபிள் redeemable preference on private placement, public company, recognized stock exchange, listed on a stock exchange in jurisdiction under 223 of Companies Act, not listed, unlisted company. So the answer straight away I will go unlisted, unlisted, same thing we saw on top. So repeating, do you want me to read the whole thing, guys? Okay, I'm joking, guys, நான் அதுக்கு படிக்க போறேன். Okay, that's it. Last question, question number 12. RTP April 24 na new syllabus again. Can you see that all the new syllabus questions are tricky? That means new syllabus they have upgraded the level. Okay, see, iPhone every time it's increasing. You are also getting angry if no new features is coming. Same way, if ICA is not increasing level of question paper, somebody will ask ICA na adhe 10 years back elna thirupi ipo kekano. They have to ask new questions. Okay, நாங்கள் பாஸ் பண்ணி வந்தால் போதும், அப்படிதானே? The longer you take, more new questions will come. Okay, fine. Last one, let's end it confidently. Cross Limited, start a cross பண்ணிட்டோம். Okay, Cross Limited is a company incorporated under the Companies Act, old Companies Act, while XYZ is a company registered under the Companies Act 2013. So Cross is 1956, XYZ is 2013. XYZ has issued 1 lakh convertible. So XYZ share composition 1 lakh preference shares, convertible preference shares with right to vote, and 10 lakh equity shares of 10 each. So total share capital is 10 plus 1, 11 lakhs. Everything has voting power. This is share capital of XYZ, correct? Yes. Cross Limited is holding all the preference shares and 1 lakh of X. Cross is holding fully in X. That means Cross is holding all the preference shares and 1 lakh equity shares of XYZ. That means Cross has how much, guys? Total, yeah. So that means Cross has 1 lakh preference shares plus 1 lakh equity shares. That means they have 2 lakhs out of 11 lakhs. Examine the provisions of, are the provisions of Companies Act 2013 applicable to Cross in Kekran? But Cross is 1956, no. They are testing definition of company. Company means a company registered under this act or any other previous act. That should be the answer. Look at this. Company incorporated under this act or any other previous law. Hence, provisions of Companies Act 2013 are applicable for Cross Limited. First thing, definition of company kekran, guys. Are you following? Second question, what is asking? XYZ Private Limited is a public company. This one, XYZ is a public company as per public company and kekran question. Okay. So Cross is, so again I will write it here. Cross Limited has 1 lakh plus 1 lakh shares in XYZ Private Limited. XYZ Private Limited total shares are 10 lakh plus 1 lakh. 10 lakhs is equity, 1 lakh is, here it is equity, here it is. This is anyway a private limited. This is a public. They're asking you to check if Cross in XYZ is a holding company or not. Are you guys following? Is it a holding company? You have 2 lakhs out of 11 lakhs. Is it holding a? No. Let's check the answer. Okay. Percentage controls more than half or composition. Okay. What is this zeros in the voting power of XYZ is? They have calculated the Okay, okay. 1 lakh convertible preference shares carrying of 100 each. Okay. Now mistake not only you did, I also did the mistake. We just went with 2 lakhs by 11 lakhs and we did less than 50%. Common mistake. Ninglu panla. I also did that mistake. So now if you actually compute in volume, that's how you have to compute. Down it is 10 lakh equity shares of 10 each, which is 1 crore. On top it is 1 lakh equity shares of 10 each. Let's say equity plus 1 lakh preference shares of 100 each preference. So how much you are getting? This will be 10 lakhs. This will be 1 crore. Correct? Oh? Sorry, this will be. Yeah, down also we will add preference. Correct. Preference shares. This will also be 1 crore. So my total will be denominator, numerator 1.10 crores. Are you following, guys? Denominator is equity plus preference. Numerator is that what I am holding, equity plus preference. What is the percentage now? Around 50? 55 varuma. Check பண்ணுங்க. I think 55 comes. Yes. 55. So you get how much percentage, guys? 55 percentage. Therefore, XYZ becomes a deemed public company. Are you guys following? Now me doing this mistake, we don't be like, ayo sir made mistake, waste. Common, I'm trying to show what mistake you can do. Okay. Following, guys. So that is the answer. Therefore, on the percentage la avan panla, avan director he did 1.10. He just did like this, 1.10 crores divided by 2 crores. Again, this question also we will mark it as. Are you enjoying law, guys? Okay, fine. Thank you. See you all in the next session. Those who want to copy, somebody asked, copy this. Thank you.